channel. Today's video is going to be another therapy update video. I'm filming this before the appointment first because we're going to Savannah just want to talk to you, I think, a bit about how this is going to be her very last appointment with this particular therapist, which is such a bummer because we both really like this therapist, and I think she said in her last video that, you know, when you vibe really well with your therapist, it's like, it's such a good thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, do you want to talk about how sad you are about going to see her for the last time?
I'm really sad. Like, I don't want to have to start over. Like, she's sending over my information to the new one, but it just sucks because with her, it's different because the way she, like, the advice that she gives and stuff and how she's easy to talk to, it's like she's been doing this her whole life when really she's, like, at the end of being a student or whatever, you know? Like, she's a graduate. It feels like she's been doing it for a long time because her advice isn't, like, artificial and stuff, and I feel like I've really connected to her, and so it sucks that I have to, you know...
Especially since with the first therapist that you saw, I know that you really liked her too, but
yeah,
I could tell the difference, and I think you, after the fact, you can now tell the difference.
Yeah.
That the first girl, you could more so tell she was a student.
Yeah.
And she, like, everyone has their own techniques of everything, but yeah, you could more so tell she was a student, whereas this therapist, like, she really does have great advice. And
yeah, we have things in common, and I know it's like her job, but she does make me feel like validated and important, and she's encouraging, and it's really old-fashioned and, like, kind of cringy, but I wrote her a handwritten letter, so that's how I tell people thank you. I write them handwritten letters.
She's gonna really appreciate that.
But yeah, I don't know, I just really enjoyed having her, especially when, like, originally before I went to therapy, when I was in 8th grade, I would talk to my counselor because we have counselors at our school for that. I don't know if all schools have that. I think they probably do, but and she sucked, so... But I don't know, I'm gonna miss her. And it's just weird that this is the last day, because now I'm gonna freak out in the meeting that I have to get everything out that I need to get out, that what we've been talking about. But it's the last time. It's my last opportunity to talk to her. It's weird. You know, the next one, I might have to have less meetings with, though, because it's usually a girl and a guy, but there's only one girl coming in. And I'm glad that it was a girl coming in instead of, like, one guy.
Would you have chosen to just not go to therapy?
Possibly, because or maybe I would try it out for one meeting. But I do not feel comfortable around men, so I think I would, especially, like, just, like, out of college, like, man, I wouldn't be able to do it. Especially the personal types of things that I share, it's, like, easier for me to share that stuff with a girl, you know? And I feel like a girl can relate to, like, girl problems more than a guy can, obviously. So it's easier for me to talk to a girl, but...
Like I said, you never really know how that's going to go until you meet the next one in person for the first time and get a feel for how they are. And you know what? If you end up not really liking the way they are, you could just not go to therapy, you know?
I know. It's just that I really love therapy, though, and it helps me a lot. And when I go a long time without it and stressful things happen and I don't have a therapist to go talk to about it, it bothers me. Like, I would rather have a therapist to talk to, you know? Is it filming?
Yes. This is the noise that Savannah makes after every sentence. And I was just telling her how if people knew the real her, like, if her therapist saw that side of her, like, it's not the real her, but if her therapist were to see that side of her, then it would be like this. The therapist would say,
"How was your week this week, and what'd you do for self-care?"
So maybe, like, this is what I did for self-care this week. Anyway, so we got 20 minutes before Savannah's appointment, so we're just kind of wasting time right now.
They gave us the wrong cup.
Yeah, they gave us a pop cup. I don't know why.
A pop cup?
Pop cup. Sorry, I say pop because I'm from Illinois. I don't say pop. I'm not from California. I don't call everything pop.
What?
Soda. Like the sound of the O that we make, the pop.
Oh. And they go, can I have...
Can I have
a pop?
Ken. Can I have? They go, Ken. I say can.
I am drinking a pop.
Like, we are very middle of the road for Illinois, between the north and the south. Like, we do have those, like, we say on. Well, no, I say on sometimes. But, like, we do have, like, can or pop.
You film.
But we also have, like, the dishwasher and...
I don't say dishwasher. And I say gallon.
But you do say, like, I think you say thing sometimes, like for things.
Oh, I do that all the time.
Yeah, everything.
Everything. Battle scars.
Wait, do it again.
Battle scars.
All the training the Confederate Army gave me was nothing against the newborns.
Battle scars. All the training the Confederate Army gave me is useless against the newborns.
I'm menstruating.
So, I'm not menstruating right now.
Wow.
I'm probably never going to menstruate again.
Really?
Whoa. I'm getting surgery next week, guys. So, I'm not getting, like, a...
hysterectomy.
Like hysterectomy. I'm not getting that, but when I'm getting done, I may not have any more periods. I don't know.
Well.
So, I don't know if this is on me, but wish me luck. Am I not on myself? What was I on?
This was you. Okay.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Hysterectomy.
I'm not getting a hysterectomy.
Yeah. That's what you were talking about.
But I'm getting surgery in a week and a half, or less than a week and a half.
She's getting rid of her cystolist.
Cystolist? I have an ovarian cyst that I'm getting rid of, and depending on how things go, she might have to get rid of my ovary too, but she won't know that till she's doing it. But then I'm also getting a DNC and an ablation, so.
What's its name?
My cyst?
Yes. Is it a boy or a girl?
Well, it's a boy because it's causing issues.
Okay, what's his name? Because it's causing issues. What's his name?
I don't know. Oh, I know his name.
What?
Poopy.
Poopy?
Bye, Poopy.
Oh. That'll be the title of your surgery video. Bye, Poopy.
Anyway, this video is going to be so long.
Okay, fine.
So
we'll see you later.
Okay, it's after the appointment. We're back.
Okay. So, what?
Savannah did already tell me a little bit about her appointment. Some stuff that she wanted to keep private. So, I don't know what the rest of it is, but yeah, just letting you know that Savannah does keep some stuff private, like off the internet. She still tells me whatever it is that she wants to tell me, but yeah, so we did talk about some stuff already, just letting you know.
Yeah. So, what do I start with?
It was your last appointment.
Yeah.
Do you feel sad?
Yeah. I'm gonna miss her. Okay, so I talked about, first I'll give you an update of kind of what I updated her about. I updated her about my OCD. My frickin' tics have been so bad. I've been rolling my eyes so much that I've been having eye aches constantly. Like a lot of eye aches, bruh. And she was asking me like what I usually do to help with that, and like what I've been doing is if I start getting an eye ache, I'll like close my eyes for a little bit and just like give my eyes a break, because if my eyes are closed I'm not going to be doing my compulsion. But yeah, that's about all I do for it, and then I just go back to whatever I was doing. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Okay, so she gave me another analogy. She gave me the beach ball analogy. So, when you push a beach ball underwater, what does it do?
Just back up.
Yeah. So, if you have a thought and you're trying so hard to push it away, it might just pop back up right into your face. But if you let it drift away on its own, just like kind of ignore it, it's still there. But you can have a fun time swimming without it there. So yeah, that was one thing I forgot to tell you that we talked about.
That's a cool analogy.
And then, okay, yeah, so my OCD has been bad, and I also said my intrusive thoughts have been bad because my mom's having surgery, and I feel like she's gonna bleed out onto the table or something. Or the anesthesia, she's gonna have anesthesia awareness, and I don't want that to happen to her.
That's so rare.
What if it happens?
It won't.
What if they mess up the procedure and she dies? Like,
You know, all of your freak outs are what's gonna make me freak out.
sorry! So, yeah, I get a lot of intrusive thoughts about that. And we just got the results today. And then I was talking about my intrusive thoughts. They went away for a while, but the past couple days I've been having these thoughts that I'm manipulative and I'm manipulating everyone around me, and I'm faking all my disorders and faking everything I have, and I'm talk about it for attention. So I talked to her about that, and she basically was saying, well, if you were faking them, would you be here? And I was like, probably not, like, I wouldn't need it. And she was like, also, because she was like, okay, talking about it. When you talk to a therapist about it, you're not getting views, you're not getting likes, you're not getting money, you're not getting sympathy, you're getting help. And you need the help. It's not you're faking it. You're not getting rewarded by faking something. And then we talked about how how social media, I've been seeing lots of videos where people are faking disorders and stuff, and I saw one that was particularly offensive where someone was organizing stuff in their kitchen, and they were like, yeah, OCD isn't, some people say OCD is a problem. Well, I think it's a blessing.
It's not a blessing. If you have true OCD, it is not a blessing, people. It's not.
And it invalidates people that do have it, or when people say I'm so OCD, that invalidates people that has it. That have it.
Yeah.
People that have it, because then those people feel like, I don't know.
You're trying to say that your crazy organization skills are OCD, and that's just you being super organized and wanting to be super organized. That's not OCD.
Or you're trying to say that these symptoms are so normal and it's not like a disorder, it's something everyone deals with. Or, you're trying to say, like, if you're not clean, you don't have OCD.
Like you say, it makes me so mad when someone says, oh my god, I'm so OCD.
Yeah.
I don't like that either. Unless it is someone who actually has OCD and something that they just did, or they see someone else do and they're like, oh my god, I do that too, oh my god, I'm so OCD.
Yeah.
Like, if you actually have OCD and you say that,
like, we do that at home, like,
yeah, me and Savannah will say that all the time, like, oh my god, that's my OCD.
Yeah, like, I'll be sitting on the couch and my mom will be like, fix the pillowcase, and I'm like, no, and she's like, it's my OCD, fix it, it's bothering my OCD. And I'm like, fine, whatever. And she's like, well, you have it too, so how would you like it if I left my purse unzipped or something? Because that bothers me.
Yeah, we have different ones than each other on some of them too, so it's like, we'll throw that in each other's faces.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't do this right now, it's gonna drive me up a wall.
And OCD is also one of the most embarrassing ones, and so, like, if people think it's just cleaning, then they would probably think it's so weird what we really deal with, our intrusive thoughts and stuff that happens, like, and tics and whatever.
Yeah, people really, really need to understand that OCD is not me wanting to organize and alphabeticalize every single thing in my house, or wash my hands constantly.
And that can be a part of it.
It can,
but that's not the definition.
But also, not everybody has that. Like, do I like to organize things? Yeah.
That's just an example of a compulsion someone could have.
Yeah, that's one of so many different compulsions that people have.
And it's not just OCD. I hear people say it all the time, like, oh, I'm so ADHD because I'm hyper. Or, oh, I'm so bipolar because I was angry 2 seconds ago and then I had some food and now I'm really happy. Like, no, that's not how that works.
Also, not everyone with ADHD is hyper.
Or people are like, yeah, I sleep a lot and I cry every day, so I have depression.
I think that most people with depression don't cry a lot.
Yeah. Or they say, like, there's this trend on TikTok where you react to a certain sound and it's like a sound of like a gunshot, and you have to blind react and show your reaction, and this people will be like, yeah, I have anxiety, and the reaction will be this.
This caused a panic attack.
They'll write across the screen. But like people who really have it have made videos like against that where they react to it and they're just like this. Because you can't see mental illnesses all the time.
You can't.
Yeah. So we talked about that, and we talked about not feeling valid, and then the system thing again. Oh, I didn't even bring this up on camera the first time. Systems. So you can't control everything around you, but you can control certain things that you do, I guess, in your system, which to her, like, system, like your environment, people around you, things like that. So like, for instance, if I talk to a certain person about my problems that invalidates me, then maybe that's something I could just not talk to that person about it because they invalidate me, you know? And then we talked about careers. My dad has a bad habit of always being like, Savannah, you've always loved cooking and you're so good at it, you need to be a chef. Don't be a psychologist. I don't believe in therapists. I can do the same thing they do. You need to be a chef. Or, Savannah,
You need to go work for State Farm.
you need to go work for State Farm. I don't want to sit at a desk in the office doing something I hate all day. Or he's like, Savannah, you would make such good money being a nurse, and you would be so good at it. You've always wanted to be a doctor, be a nurse, or be a paramedic. I'm like, I want to be a psychologist. Or I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna write books, right? But to write books, I'm not going to college for writing, and I'm not gonna do a writing career. I'm just gonna write books and publish them on the side, right? But he's like, well, just go into journalism.
Journalism
No.
is not at all the same.
No. And because like he's like, yeah, I know someone that, you know, they get to travel all the time and they stay at home typing on their computer all day because they write for like news and stuff or something. And I'm just like, but that's not what I want to do. The environment of psychology to me is something that I think I could do. It's a 9-to-5 job, super flexible, lots of options of what you do. I know I can handle the schooling for it, right? I can handle the schooling. It works with all my lifestyle choices that I want to like make in the future. And it's something I'm really interested in, and I think, you know, like with cooking, I feel like I would get burnt out. My therapist said, she was like, before I was going to be a psychologist, I wanted to be a pastry chef. But then I thought about it, and I love baking. It's a passion of mine. But I don't want to turn my passion of baking into a career where I'm waking up at 2 a.m., going to a bakery and making stuff alone all day, every single day, you know? And she was like, you know, people told me I should be a pharmacist because I like science and I'm good at science. But I don't want to sit in a Walgreens all day, every day, you know? That's kind of what we ended on, was like careers and, you know, what I want to do. And she's like, it's up to you. And if you change your mind, that's fine. If you start going to school and you're like, this isn't for me, just change your mind.
Yeah.
You just need to do what you want to do, no matter what other people think is the best for you.
Yeah. Kids need to understand that just because you're in college and you've already started a major, if you change your mind, it's okay to do that.
Yeah. But when I hear other people's opinions of what they think I should do, I just want to listen to them, and I'm like, well, then they must be right. That's what I'm meant to do. Like when Dad's like, yeah, you would be really, really good at this, and you've wanted to do this for a long time. I'm like, well, then maybe that is what I should do. Or maybe it's easier, like, you know, chef, like being a chef, you don't have to go to 6 to 10 years of school. But
that would be, I don't know, a chef would be much harder work.
I wouldn't want to be a chef. I love cooking, but that's something I like to do
For fun.
Yeah. And when you're a chef, you're not just cooking whatever you want whenever you want. You have to do certain things a certain way, make certain foods, and it has to be perfect because the people have to like it. And you're in a high stress environment with lots of other people around you, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, that's not what I want to do. And then like with writing, I love to write, and I'm gonna write books, but I don't want to go into journalism too because of that. That's about it.
Okay. Did you guys, Savannah said that her and her therapist hugged goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna miss her.
Alright, well this is gonna be the last, not the very last, but this is gonna be the last therapy update for a little while, since that was her last time seeing this therapist.
And with my
and she is gonna go continue therapy. The other person starting there hasn't started yet, and so it might be a few weeks before she gets to go in.
And the next video is going to be different than this because it's going to be my first time with a new person. And, you know, this person might do things a lot differently, so.
And that one, I'll probably have to sit in on that one, too, because they always want to have the parent in there, the first one, and whatever, but...
so wish me luck on meeting the new person.
Yeah, hopefully this new person is going to be just as great as this last one. So, yeah, that's going to wrap it on the therapy for a few weeks until she goes to this new one. And also, I don't know how many videos I'm going to have coming out soon, since I am getting surgery in about a week, a little over a week. I'll see if I can like bulk film some and then edit. Yeah, so yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for today's video. Hit like and subscribe, leave me a comment, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, poopies.